Mabuhay! I am Pamela Jane Reyes.
I'm Maria Suzette Cabaluna.
My name is Shannon Mary F. Marfa.
I'm Judith Teresa P.
Hello, I'm John Cristino.
Welcome to Cebu Pacific Air.
Cebu Pacific Air Incorporation is also known as Cebu Pacific, is a Philippine low-cost carrier located in Lapu-Lapu City, Metro Cebu, Philippines. It is an Asia's oldest low-cost airline and was founded on August 26, 1988 and launched operations on March 8, 1996. On August 30, 1991, Republic Act No. 7151 was passed, granting Cebu Pacific Air Incorporation a legislative franchise to operate. It operates to both domestic and foreign locations on a regular basis. Cebu and Manila are the primary centers, with Cagayan de Oro, Clark, Davao, Calibo, Iloilo, and Zamboanga serving as focal cities.
JG Summit Holdings is the conglomerate of the airline. Lance Gokongwei presently leads Cebu Pacific, the probable heir of John Gokongwei, the former chair of JG Summit. The company employed 3,297 people as of January year 2013. The operations department had 2,565 employees. The commercial department had 429, and the support department had 303 employees. The airline conducted an initial public offering of 30.4% of its outstanding shares in October year 2010.
Cebu Pacific overtook Philippine Airlines as the country's largest airline in 2010, based on the number of passengers carried on domestic and international routes. According to figures from the Civil Aeronautics Board, Cebu Pacific transported 2.45 million total passengers in the first quarter of 2010, about 110,000 more than Philippine Airlines, which handled 2.35 million passengers.
Cebu Pacific presently operates flights to 36 domestic and 26 foreign destinations in 16 Asia-Pacific countries. The airline has the Philippines' most comprehensive domestic route network. Tiger Air Philippines relaunched as Subgo for the fourth time in May 2015 to reflect Tiger Air Philippines' status as a completely owned subsidiary airline of its parent, Cebu Pacific. Subgo returned 5 Airbus A320 to Cebu Pacific in October 2015 and began operating an ATR 72500 and 600 turboprop fleet.
Cebu Pacific has a long-standing philosophy of treating all employees equally and valuing their diversity and individuality. The corporate's policy statements say, "We recognize, accept, and appreciate diversity in color, culture, age, religion, marital status, ability, gender identities, and gender expressions," while the airline maintains a non-discriminatory employment policy. All applicants must meet a strict set of requirements, the appropriate attitude and aptitude, in order to be considered for a position. Approximately 8,000 applicants are received by the airline each year. Only the best of best will be chosen.
Cebu Pacific Air operates in a fast-paced sector with a well-known friendly environment. According to the assessments of Cebu Pacific Air personnel or employees, most of them are satisfied with the professional culture since every crew member was obliged to work consistently and successfully. Cebu Pacific Air Company allows the employees to be assigned to a station to experience diverse culture. And also, they provide employees opportunities for growth through various training programs, and they never fail to give importance to the needs of their employees.
On November 18, 2019, during Cebu Pacific's graduation ceremony for ZEBCO Batch 11, history was made when two transgender women were formally hired as ZEBCO cabin crew members, a first in the Philippine airline sector. This means that they are accepting and providing diversity in a workplace. Cebu Pacific has a long-standing policy of providing equal opportunity and valuing each employee's individuality and distinctiveness.
And with regards to all the data that we have gathered, our group did not found any diversity problems that Cebu Pacific Air encountered ever since their operation started.